All right, thanks, guys. Oakland's at Detroit, 310, 8 Mile. The Tigers are $1.15, totals 9 flat. 54% is leaning toward the Tigers. We got Edwin Jackson, first start for the A's. Jordan Zimmerman for the Tigers. Detroit lost their last 5 straight. Jackson seems promising enough. Oakland games went 20-6 to the over on the road in their games with a posted total of 9 or higher. All told, I'll take Oakland and the even money with the over 9 flat in this one. Next game, Angels-Royals, 4:15 Kauffman Stadium. The Angels were $1.60 up to $1.65. Totals at 9 flat. 77% is leaning toward the Angels. We got Skaggs for Los Angeles, Keller for KC. The Royals are 0-6 against the Angels. LA 676 versus sub-500 teams. 4 out of 6 head-to-head matchups between these two squads stayed under the total. So all said and done, I'll take the Angels and the under 9 flat. Next game, Seattle-Baltimore, 7:05 Inner Harbor. The Mariners were 125 down to 120. Totals 9.5. The Orioles are catching the 1.5. We got Hernandez for Seattle, Cashner for the O's. Seattle 737 in their games at the current moneyline price. Baltimore's just 18% in their games as the official home dog. Cashner starts also went 3-11 to the over. So all told, I'll take the Mariners and the under 9.5. Next game, Yankees, Phillies, 7:05 South Philly. The Yanks open $1.30 up to $1.50. Total was 9 down to 8.5. 56% is leaning toward New York. We got Losiga for the Yanks, Velasquez for the Phils. Phillies won 3 of their last 4 and 6 out of their last 8. The Fightins are also a solid 24-13 in their games at Citizens Bank Park. Yankee games went just 11-19 to the over when taking on winning ball clubs. All said and done, I'll take the Fightins and the under 8.5. Next game, I got D-backs and the Fish. We're going to slide there, and then I just got to cue this up on the monitor. We got the D-backs at the Fish, 7:10 South Florida. The Diamondbacks were $1.05 up to $1.35. Total was 8.5 down to 8 flat. 74% is leaning toward Arizona. We got Shelby Miller for the D-backs. Welcome back, buddy. Dan Straley for the Marlins. Miami's won their last 2 straight and 3 out of their last 4 at home. Arizona's hot, but are just 40% as the official road favorite. And find Shelby Miller making his first start of the year. Miami games also went 7-3 in their games. 7-3 to the over in their games where Straley makes the start. So all told, I'm going to lean toward Miami catching the plus money with the over 8 flat. Next game, Pittsburgh at the Mets. There we go, 7:10 Flushing, Queens. The Mets were plus $1.05. They're now minus $1.10. Little flip of the lines there. Total's at 7.5. 52% is leaning toward New York. We got Jameson Taillon for the Pirates, Seth Lugo for the Mets. And although they're taking money, the Mets are just 4-14 when they opened up as the official home underdog. They're also just 6-18 in their games at the current market price. Oddly enough, the Mets are just 2-8 to the over at home in their games at the current posted total. So all told, I'm going to lean toward the Buccos and the under 7.5. Next game, Washington, Tampa Bay, 7:10 Florida Gulf Coast. The Rays were 115 down to 110. Total open 7.5 down to 7 flat. 52% is now leaning toward the Nats. And at the moment, we got Gio Gonzalez for Washington, Blake Snell for the Rays. Tampa's coming off a 3-game sweep of the Yankees. They're also 636 in their games at the current moneyline odds. Nats games went just 5-10 to the over when Gio makes the start. So all said and done, I'm going to lean toward the Rays and the under 7 flat. Next game, Cincy, Atlanta, and that is 7:35 Fulton County. The Braves were $1.55 down to $1.50. Total opened 8.5 up to 9 flat. And at the moment, the public's leaning towards Cincy and the over. We got Tyler Mahle for the Reds, Mike Foltynewicz for the Braves. Atlanta's dropped 3 out of their last 4. Cincy's gone 9-6 in their games where Tyler Mahle makes the start. Tyler's starts also went just 4-11 to the over. So all told, I'm going to lean Cincy and the under 9 flat. Next game I have for you, it is going to be Pods Rangers 805 Arlington. The Rangers were 165 down to 150, totals 9.5 up to 10 flat. And at the moment, we're seeing steady action towards San Diego in the over. We got Lucchesi on the bump for the Padres, Cole Hamels for the Rangers. Texas has gone just 5-10 in their Cole Hamels starts. They're also just 385 in their games at home. Hamels starts did go just 4-11 to the over this year. Not a whole lot of support for the big guy. So all said and done, I'm actually going to lean San Diego in the under 10 runs. Next game, Toronto, Houston, 8-10 Minute Maid. The Astros were 215 up to 240. Total open 7.5 down to 7 flat. Public's leaning toward Houston and the under. We got Jay Happ for the Blue Jays, Justin Verlander for the Astros. Toronto's catching a ton of plus money. They're also 10-5 in their games where Jay Happ makes the start. Happ starts also went 10-5 to the over as well. I'm making all the wrong plays in this one. Give me the Blue Jays and the over 7 flat. Next game, Cleveland, St. Louis, 8:15 Missouri. The Indians were $1.30 up to $1.35. Totals at 8.5. 74% is leaning toward the Wahoos. We got Clevener for the Indians, Gant for the Cards. St. Louis dropped 3 of their last 5 and 9 out of their last 12. The Cards have also gone 0-3 in their games where John Gant made the start. St. Louis has also gone just 14-25 to the over in their games at Busch Stadium. So all told, I'm going to lean toward the Indians in the under 8.5. All right, I'm going to slide in my next and final game for the show. It is going to be Cubbies, Dodgers, 10-10 Los Angeles. The Dodgers are $1.35, total 7.5. The Cubbies get the 1.5. We got Dwayne Underwood for the Cubbies, Kenta Maeda for the Dodgers. The Cubbies just got swept in a 4-game series by the hapless Cincinnati Reds. LA's won 4 out of their last 5. And these two teams have gone 0-3 to the over in their 3 head-to-head matchups thus far this year. So all told, I'm going to take the LA Dodgers and the under 7.5 in this one. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I have to remind you to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage. And with a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you're hurting yourself each and every day you're not subscribed. And as always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And please don't forget to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage.